Welcome to 10 minutes of BPTV News brought to you by Bình Phước Radio, Television and Newspaper. You are with me, Thục Anh, and let's take a look at the top stories of today's news. Border Spring Program warms local heart. Outstanding enterprises in Chân Thành honor. President received outgoing New Zealand, Peruvian ambassadors. Bloomberg gives positive economic outlook for Vietnam in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, on the evening of November 10th, the Lộc Thiện Border Post, in cooperation with the Lộc Thiện Commune's People Committee in Lộc Ninh District, Bình Phước Province, organized the Border Spring Warms the Heart of the People program. The initiative came from the command of the Bình Phước Border Guard and aims to create favorable conditions for local residents, especially those in policy beneficiary families, impoverished households, and families in a provincial border area, to have a warm and abundant Lunar New Year or Tết holiday.
The program unfolded in an atmosphere of joy and excitement. Residents from various hamlets took part in traditional folk games such as blindfolded duck catching, clay pig smashing, sack races, and a decoration competition for beautiful stalls. During the program, various agencies, units, businesses, and benevolent individuals donated 315 gift packages worth over 200 million dong to policy beneficiary families, particularly disadvantaged households, and students receiving support through the Leading Students to School Children Adopted by Border Post program. These contributions aim to have families actively involved with border guard forces in managing and safeguarding national territorial sovereignty and border security. Following the program in Lộc Thiện Commune, border posts along the border will then work with localities to hold activities within the Border Spring Warms the Hearts of the People program. The initiative is designed to provide favorable conditions for residents along the border to joyfully welcome in the 2024 Lunar New Year.
Chân Thành Town in Bình Phước Province held a gathering recently to honor exemplary members of the business community in 2023, which saw the participation of over 200 outstanding enterprises within the town. Chân Thành is currently home to 1,028 businesses that have witnessed positive change and are aligned with development shift toward a higher proportion of industry in a local economic structure.
During 2023, total state budget revenue in Chân Thành Town exceeded 546 billion dong, with over 163 billion dong contributed from taxes on industrial and commercial activities of non-state businesses. Local businesses have played a significant role in creating tens of thousands of jobs for local people and those from elsewhere, with average monthly incomes surpassing 7 million dong. Furthermore, these enterprises actively engage in implementing local social welfare policies. At the meeting, Chân Thành Town recognized and presented commemorative gifts to 22 businesses that made substantial contributions to socio-economic development last year and actively participated in various local social welfare activities.
Bình Phước Province is currently implementing a digital media transformation strategy to 2025 with a vision to 2030, as outlined in Plan Number 8 from the Provincial People's Committee. The goal is to build a professional and modern media apparatus to foster the development of the digital content industry.
Digital transformation also aims to ensure a leading and guiding role in shaping public opinion through existing media channels with a stronger emphasis on online platforms. It seeks to effectively fulfill the task of promoting party guidelines, state policies and laws, maintaining a dominant position in the online information space, innovating communications methods, enhancing the reader experience and interaction, and creating new revenue streams. Specifically, by 2030, the province aims to have all media agencies publishing content on domestic digital platforms. Media agencies are also expected to utilize centralized data analysis platforms and AI to optimize their operations. They are also to operate with converged editorial models, produce content aligned with digital media trends. The Provincial People's Committee has entrusted the Department of Information and Communications to lead and coordinate with relevant agencies and units in implementing 7 groups of tasks and solutions. The objective is to enable media agencies to effectively play their role in disseminating political tasks and essential information, fostering consensus and social trust, igniting aspirations, and contributing to the creation of spiritual strength in Bình Phước province and in Vietnam as a whole.
Moving on to the top stories around the country, State President Võ Văn Thưởng on January 10th received outgoing ambassador of New Zealand and Peru to Vietnam. More in the following report.
Receiving New Zealand Ambassador Tridine Dobson for a farewell visit at the end of her tenure, State President Vo Van Thuong expressed his delight at the speed with which various high-level engagements between the two countries resumed immediately following the COVID-19 pandemic. The president said that despite their modest economic, trade, and investment cooperation, the two nations are striving to reach trade turnover of $2 billion shortly. Ambassador Dobson recalled the challenging times during the COVID-19 pandemic, emphasizing that New Zealand values Vietnam as a sincere friend. Both countries have supported each other in overcoming the pandemic and fostering economic recovery. The two resumed high-level dialogue immediately after reopening their borders, with the Prime Minister of New Zealand selecting Vietnam as the first country to visit post-pandemic. Subsequently, Chairman of the National Assembly Vong Din Huay also visited New Zealand. The ambassador affirmed that the New Zealand government eagerly looks forward to further multifaceted cooperation with Vietnam. State President Vo Van Thuong met recently with the ambassador of Peru, Augusto Morelli, who came to bid farewell upon the conclusion of his term in Vietnam. Ambassador Morelli conveyed greetings from the President of Peru to President Thuong. He said 2024 marks the third time Peru will host the APEC meeting. It hopes for Vietnam's support and cooperation in successfully organizing the event, and looks forward to welcoming President Thuong to Peru to attend the meeting. President Thuong expressed his gratitude for Ambassador Morelli's warm sentiments, cultural appreciation, and love of Vietnam and its people. The two countries commemorate the 30th anniversary of diplomatic relations this year. And President Thuong was pleased to note the positive cooperative results in various fields.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính pays a working visit to northern province of Hải Dương on January 10.
Hai Duong is envisioned to become a modern industrialist province and a key industrial hub in the Red River Delta by 2030, according to a master plan for the 2021 to 2030 period with a vision to 2050. The plan was announced on January 10 in the presence of Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh. Prime Minister Chinh asked Hai Duong to implement the plan strongly, comprehensively, and effectively, step up economic restructuring in tandem with growth model reform. He said the province needs to increase productivity and competitiveness on the basis of digital transformation, science, technology, innovation, and green and circular economy development, develop socio-economic infrastructure, and push ahead with administrative procedure reform and business climate improvement. Also on January 10, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh visited and presented gifts to disadvantaged workers and the poor in the northern province of Hai Duong, ahead of the upcoming Lunar New Year 2024. As part of his working program in Hai Duong, Prime Minister Chinh visited, inspected, and received reports on several projects and initiatives in the province. These projects include the renovation and upgrading of National Highway 37 and the planning of the Ton Long Lake Ecotourism Area project.
The United States website Bloomberg.com has given positive outlook for Vietnam economy in 2024, saying that the country's GDP growth is forecast at 6% for this year and 6.4% next year.
In a report issued on January 8 on its latest survey, Bloomberg cited analysts' opinions as saying that Vietnam's economy is recovering. It is likely to grow 6.3% in the first quarter, and 6.5% in the April-June period. Foreign direct investment to the country is likely to remain forthcoming, and it will stay attractive over the coming years, as companies diversify and de-risk their supply chains by expanding into the Southeast Asian country, the analysts forecasted. Notably, competitive wage costs, a wide network of trade agreements and supportive business environment are key advantages for the Vietnamese economy, they added. The analysts also expect the annual inflation to average a faster 3.5% this year from 3% earlier, before easing to 3.2% in 2025.
And that is the end of our bulletin today. To reward this news, you can download the BPTV Go mobile app or visit website and YouTube channel. Now thanks for staying with us and see you next time.